Hey guys and gals, I got another one for you today. Today we are on Ardennes, and since I'm on Ardennes, I figured I'd bring it up. So PC can blacklist, I think, 3 maps. Correct me if I'm wrong on that. Blacklisting maps means that you can block them so you don't ever have to see them. And I think that's an interesting concept that council could adopt. I feel like it would be a positive thing. And the reason I bring it up on Ardennes is because when Drewski and I talk about it, or the platoon talks about it, this is a map that gets brought up quite often, just because I feel like the zero line is a camp fest, and just to get tanks moving and progressing, this one is a hard one to do. And generally, whoever pushes the hardest through city, maybe wins the 1-2-3 line, is generally going to be the team that wins this. Whoever puts the most tanks vested on the zero line, unless the other team also puts that many tanks on the zero line and it becomes a big crossfire, that's going to be who wins. So whoever pushes city the hardest, whoever wins the 1-2-3, and then really defensively just hold the zero line. And that's, to me, Ardennes in a nutshell. Yeah, but if I don't mind this map too much, just because I do enjoy the city battle, the brawl, or the flanking in the 1-2-3. I mean, if I have a ton of teammates that camp on the zero line, then I just tend to believe that it's going to be a loss, and I just try to work as hard as I can to get the damage I can. But really, the map that I would blacklist, let's say you can only pick one, because they don't want to lose their maps in rotation. Even though it'd be a good tool for them to like see which maps are mostly blacklisted, so they could think about taking them off. But anyways, South Coast would be mine. South Coast is, in my opinion, the dumbest map in the game. The fact that the North can just sit behind a mountain and wait for the South to progress is absolutely idiotic. And when I spawn in the North, I try to go zero line, or sometimes if I'm fast enough and I have people with me, I'll go beach. Just because I can't stand the campiness of that map. It's just atrocious. Yeah, so it's rewarding the North for the Camp Fest. Not to say it can't be won, but it definitely makes it tricky. So feel free to put comments below on which map you would get rid of if you could pick one, or I mean you could do 2 maps if you want to. Be interested to see what comes up. I'm trying to think of other ones. Generally, like smaller maps at tier 10 are picked just because the gameplay only caters to heavy tanks, whereas bigger maps obviously cater a little bit more to mobile tanks. But even majority of bigger maps, you can do stuff in your heavies, whereas in smaller maps like Ensk, it really limits your mobility and scouting power. So, alright, enough about that. Now we can actually get into the game. It's tied 5-5, and you wouldn't think that when you're in your tier 8 premium tank and you're at 3,000 damage with 3 kills. You kind of feel like you're having a pretty dominating game, but we aren't done. We have a lot left to do. So I'm going to push out here. I have a 3-shell auto-loading clip in the Ragnarok, so I'm going to shut down that ISM, and then we're going to go shoot at that AT, but my Tiger P takes him out, which allows me to get a shell into the KV4, and now we're reloading. This tank is phenomenal. God, I couldn't wait until they put a tier 8 check tank in the game. And not only did they put it in the game, but they gave it a huge silver bonus booster, which is awesome. And then the 3-pack autoloader. I suggested that they just do a 2-pack autoloader, just to kind of make it a little bit different, yet it kind of sets up for the check line, like the Pantera does. before you get it fully upgraded. It has that 2-pack auto reloader. That makes it for an interesting difference, but it kind of sets you up on that line. So I know a lot of people already have their check lines done because it's been in the game long enough, but newer players, if they want to get a premium check tank, they could definitely go Ragnarok. Oh, and we get lit on fire. Well, that's too bad. Is that going to be the end of our game? I'll take you with me, Gornich. Hopefully my crew can get the fire out. And I'm going to wait till the fire goes out before I fix my ammo rack. And I choose to fix my engine instead. So we got a long reload, but I figure we got a long drive ahead of us, so that's why I decided to fix the engine. The engine's going to help me get to where I need to be to pick up some more damage, because 5,000 damage just isn't enough. We need more, guys. We need more damage, and the Ragnarok can put the damage out. It can get in and out of trouble. This tank is phenomenal, definitely worth the purchase. I am in mad love with this thing, much like I was when I got my Progetto 65, or I'm sorry, Progetto 46, the Arietta, that just offered a little different flavored gameplay. And I know a lot of people don't like the auto reloaders that are going into the game. There's a lot of complaints about them, but it is what it is. Honestly, if you know it's an auto reloader and you let it reload, whose fault is it? It's really your fault, right? Like if you constantly just let the auto reloader reload and punish your team, then it's only your fault. So we try to get a third shot in that E2. The first shot misses wildly, and we have a long reload once again. Hopefully we get a reload. Already gets a nice shot into him. I didn't mean to say halt there. I just tell him, like, hey, I'm reloading. It's going to take me a while. Don't expect help from me. Not that they'll need it. I think they're going to be able to shut this down. Maybe not. He still has 800 hit points. I am very eager. Now, the funny thing is I didn't even have that long of a drive. I pretty much went in a loop to go back in the top corner, so had I fixed my ammo rack, I probably would have been able to just go up and destroy that guy. If he doesn't shoot me, which maybe he would have just killed me. But yeah, this thing, great tank. Pick up a top gun there. It's only level 1. Okay. I've already aced this thing like 3 times, but not sure why it's a level 1. Was I sniping? I don't remember. Yeah, but Ragnarok, I don't know if they're going to put it on sale again. I imagine at some point they will, but probably not for a little while since it's got that super silver multiplier along with and this was a Black Friday sale tank. So if you didn't pick that up, any of the 3, they had huge silver multipliers. The winter ones that they just sent out, like the prototype autoloader, Carnivoron autoloader, and the Swedish medium, not autoloader for the Swedish medium, but those have huge crew bonuses. So if you need to work on your crews, those are good tanks to pick up. I'll quit babbling. Hope you enjoyed. Make sure you like, share, subscribe, and I'll catch you in the next video.